Frau Trofea steps into the cobbled street outside her half-timbered home on July 14, 1518. She begins to dance with no music, her movements uncontrolled, her body jerking in sudden spasms. No one knows why she starts, only that she does, and that she will not stop. Her daughter Emma Gertz appears in the doorway, drawn by the sight. Within moments, she joins her mother, mimicking the violent motions. Their arms flail, their legs strike the ground in erratic rhythms. The two dance together, not in harmony, but in shared compulsion. Neighbors gather, stunned. Some laugh, others cross themselves. A few begin to imitate the movements, not as mockery, but as if pulled by an invisible force. Within days, more than 30 are dancing, their bodies locked in relentless motion. The dancers do not rest. They collapse from exhaustion, then rise and continue. Their feet swell and bleed into their shoes. Sweat drenches their clothes. Their eyes are vacant, their faces expressionless. Some cry out for help, but no one knows how to answer. The city council convenes in the Rathaus, alarmed. No cause is known, no precedent exists. They consult physicians, who suggest the blood has overheated and must be cooled through continued movement. The council accepts this explanation. The physicians prescribe dancing as therapy. Guild halls are emptied, floors polished, musicians hired to play constant tunes. Strong men are assigned to support dancers when they falter, ensuring they do not stop. The musicians play day and night. The dancers move in circles, their limbs thrashing. The strong men brace collapsing figures, lifting them back into motion. The halls fill with the smell of sweat, blood, and fear. The prescribed dancing worsens the condition. More collapse. Some may have died, though records do not confirm how many. The council begins to doubt the physician's advice, but no alternative exists. Fear spreads that the dancing is divine punishment. People believe Saint Vitus has cursed them. They whisper that only he can end it. The council, desperate, shifts focus from medicine to religion. The city bans music and public dancing. The guild halls fall silent. The musicians are dismissed. The strong men stand idle. But the dancers do not stop. Their movements continue, now without accompaniment. The council orders the remaining dancers to the shrine of Saint Vitus. They must wear red shoes blessed with holy water, crosses painted on soles and tops. Each carries a small wooden cross. Incense burns at the shrine. Latin incantations echo. The dancers, still moving, are led in prayer. They clutch their crosses, swaying, their bodies still trapped in motion. Word spreads that Saint Vitus has forgiven the dancers. Some claim the movements lessen. The ritual is deemed successful, though the compulsion persists in many. The city bans all music. Flutes, drums, lutes, silenced. The streets grow quiet, except for the shuffling steps of those still dancing. The sound of feet on stone becomes a constant reminder. The remaining dancers are led from Strasbourg toward a mountaintop chapel near Saverne. They walk in a line, their bodies still in motion, supported by attendants. They wear the red shoes, now worn and stained. Their steps are uneven, but they continue, driven by faith or exhaustion. The journey takes days, the path steep and winding. At the chapel, they pray for absolution. The priests chant, light candles, burn incense. The dancers sway in place, their arms lifting and falling without control. The compulsion begins to fade. One by one, the dancers stop. Some collapse in sleep, others sit, dazed, unable to believe it is over. The outbreak subsides by early September. The streets of Strasbourg fall silent. No official death toll is recorded, but some estimate up to 15 per day at the peak. Historians debate the cause. No contemporary source confirms fatalities. The city's own records mention the dancing, but not deaths. Later accounts claim high mortality, but these come from writers centuries removed. The true number may never be known. The theory of ergot poisoning emerges. Ergot fungi on rye bread could cause hallucinations and spasms. But John Waller argues this is unlikely. Ergot victims could not dance for weeks. Ergotism typically causes gangrene or convulsions, not sustained dancing. And outbreaks were limited to the Rhine and Moselle regions, suggesting a localized trigger beyond food. The stress-induced mass hysteria theory gained support. The people of Alsace suffered famine, disease, and deep superstition. Their minds, under strain, may have fractured. Waller suggests the dancers entered an altered state. Trauma, fear, and religious belief combined to create a trance-like chorea. Chorea, from the Greek chorea, means dance. In the Middle Ages, it was called Saint Vitus' dance, named after the saint associated with uncontrollable movement. 7 other dancing plagues occurred in the same region during the medieval era. Each involved trance states, suggesting a shared psychological pattern. In later outbreaks, nuns and convents exhibited similar behaviors, meowing, screaming, convulsing, attributed to demonic possession, suggesting possible parallels. In 15th century Italy, tarantism was believed to follow a tarantula bite. The cure was dance and specific music. Scholars like Athanasius Kircher accepted this remedy. The dancing plague of 1518 fits no single explanation. It was not purely medical, nor purely spiritual. It was a convergence of stress, belief, and collective behavior. The city did not understand mass psychogenic illness. They responded with medicine, then with religion. They tried to control the uncontrollable. Modern cases show similar patterns. In 1962, a laughter epidemic in Tanzania affected over 1,000 people across 14 schools. In 1965, 85 girls in Blackburn, England, fainted after a parade. Personality tests showed higher extroversion and neuroticism among the affected. In 2011, students in Leroy, New York, developed Tourette-like symptoms. After ruling out environmental causes, doctors diagnosed mass psychogenic illness. In 2023, Iranian authorities concluded thousands of schoolgirls were not poisoned, but suffering from mass hysteria and stress. The pattern is consistent: segregated groups, high anxiety, rapid spread through sight and sound. Females are disproportionately affected. Media attention worsens outbreaks. Giving credence to symptoms, calling in healers, reporting poison can prolong the illness. The dancers of Strasbourg were not alone. They were part of a long history of human bodies responding to unseen pressures. Frau Trofia vanishes from the record after September. Whether she survived or how is unknown. Only her name remains. Emma Gertz is not mentioned again. Her fate is lost. The red shoes are not preserved. The chapel still stands, but no plaque marks what happened. The city council's records focus on logistics, halls, musicians, bands. They do not reflect on the human cost. Physicians of the time believed in overheated blood, demonic influence, divine judgment. They did not conceive of stress as a physical trigger. A physician later wrote on invisible forces affecting the body. He understood illness beyond the physical. He believed chemical imbalances and spiritual forces could alter behavior. His ideas were radical, but they pointed toward psychogenic illness. The dances were not cured by medicine or prayer. They stopped when the collective impulse faded, when the shared trance dissolved. The event inspired art centuries later, films, songs, books. But the real story is not spectacle. It is about people under strain. In 2020, Jonathan Glazer's short film Strasbourg 1518 captured the horror and confusion. It did not explain, but showed. Florence and the Machine song Choreomania references the plague. The album Dance Fever bears its name. The rap duo Grim Salvo references racking 1518 in lyrics, linking past and present unease. The event is not forgotten, but memory distorts. Some call it a dance to death. Others see it as a warning. The truth is in the gaps. No death count, no confession, only fragments. A woman dancing in July, a daughter joining her, a city overwhelmed. They danced because they could not dance. Not from poison, not from demons, but from a mind under siege. The body expressed what the mind could not. Movement replaced speech. Rhythm replaced reason. Strasbourg moved on. Life resumed. But for a summer, the city could not stop dancing.